it comes down to 208 people who voted to decide the color of this house. What's up, fam? So, a few days ago, I talked about how I was going to let my subscribers, you guys, who follow my videos, watch my videos, pick the color of our house. I don't know what got into me. I wasn't actually sure how it was gonna work. I talked to Chris about it, I talked to a couple friends about it to try to figure out how exactly I was gonna let you guys do that. So what we decided was, me and Chris sat down and we decided on a few different options for the color of our house, and then I posted them on my Instagram story with a poll and let you guys vote. I actually just did it right now, so like real time. It just happened. I don't know what you guys are gonna pick yet. Here's my thoughts on it so far. So first let me show you. So this is option number 1. This is option number 2. And this is option number 3. Here's my thoughts on it so far. So I have a very clear favorite, and Chris has a very clear favorite, and those two favorites are not the same. Then I have one that I really don't like. I put it on there because I liked it at first, but now looking at all 3 of them, I don't like it, but I feel like it's only fair because I said you guys get to pick, to put it on there too. So option number 1, I completely dislike altogether after seeing the other options. I think that the contrast is a little too much, but that's option number 1. So I really hope that you guys don't pick that one, or that you guys haven't picked that one. You guys are gonna find out in this video. Option number 2 is my favorite. I like this one. The reason why I like this one is because I feel, I do like option number 3. Option number 3 is Chris's favorite. I do like option number 3, but I feel like with the red garage and the red door, I think that that's something that's gonna go out of style quicker than like just a plain brown wood. So I actually really do like option number 3, but option number 2 is my favorite for that reason. I feel like it's more subtle and not as like big of like a statement, and I feel like the red door and the red garage look nice right now, but how long is that gonna be in style? I feel like that's more of like a temporary thing. So that's my thoughts on it. I hope you guys pick house number 2. Chris hopes you guys pick house number 3, and I hope nobody picks house number 1. So I just posted the first round of updates on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I'm quite interactive on there, especially recently. I'm doing a lot of things involving you guys. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should go do that. That's fun. I think I'll give it a few hours, and then I'm gonna post like a final round between the two houses that got the most votes. Then we will have our decision. Stay tuned. It is tomorrow, it's the next day. We haven't checked, I haven't checked. Have you checked the poll this morning?
The what?
What you talking about, Willis?
The poll. You can continue. He doesn't know how to use Instagram, guys. You can continue to check the poll. So we had the 3 votes, or the 3 houses. Number 1 got the least amount of votes, so it was eliminated. And so then I posted the 2, between the 2 again. And have you checked to see which one's winning? Last night, option 2 was winning. He wins option 3. I like both. I think option 2 is better because I feel like it's gonna last longer, like the look of it. Okay, so I'm gonna look. All right, let's see what it is this morning. So here's option 1, option 2, option 3. Time to vote. So the very first round, option 2 got 56% of the votes. That comes out to 24,000 votes. And option 1 got 18,000 votes. For the next one, it was versus 1 and 3. This is kind of confusing, but it makes sense if you like sit down and think about it. Option 3 got 27,000 and option 1 got 17,000. So total, between those two, option 1 lost. And then this one between option 2 and 3, for the very first round, option 3 actually won. It got 25,000 votes. And option 2 got 21,000 votes. So option 1 was eliminated, and then it was between option number 2 and option number 3. When I posted the vote a second time, so far option 2 is winning with a total of 26,500 votes, and option 3 is a very close second, 24,181 votes. So Chris brought up a good point. I think he's really wanting this, the red garage to win, which like I said, I don't hate that one, but he did bring up a good point. I said the house that gets most total amount of votes is the one that wins. Since his house, the third option.
We're breaking out the calculator because it's gonna get close.
It's gonna be really close, and there's still time. So I don't know. We'll do it up until like they tell us we need to pick a paint color, because
I don't know how much time we actually have because they're literally at our house right now prepping. And we have not submitted a color.
Okay, but he had a good point, because so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna sit right now at this point, and I'm going to add up the total amount of votes for every single house, including the first poll. We're gonna count all the votes and see. It's gonna be really close. So let's write it down. Okay, so
the first one of 1 and 2.
House 1. Yeah. House number 1 got, in the first one, how much did it get?
18,965.
So the first round, house 3 won. By, what's 53 minus 46? House number 3 won by 7,000 votes in the very first round. So, leaving these numbers the same, let's see what the final round has done for us so far. Okay, so, oh my god, this is so close.
See,
so house number 2.
See, that's what's confusing. Why did you do 2 and 3 again? When 2 and 3 you already did, and 3 won.
People who voted on house number 1 could have changed their mind.
Yeah, but no.
That's how it works.
You already had a second option to vote for, and then you made it a second option again.
People could have not voted on house 2 and 3 because they wanted house 1. So we did a fresh start.
No, I think they voted on each poll. So number 2 is 26,569.
569.
And 3 is 24,181. But with a 2,000 deficit, it's still 3 is still higher. So
house 2 so far comes out to a total of 72,668, and house 3 comes out to 77,399. So you're right. You're technically right. Technically, house number 3 has gotten the most votes by 5,000 votes. Look at his little face of success over there. I'm like mind blown though, because technically the poll.
This isn't politics.
What did I say? Let me see exactly.
Oh my god. This was not a user agreement, okay?
Yeah, it was. I want to stick to my word. I said we narrowed it down to 3 options. Pick your favorites between the 2 shown, and we will narrow it down to the final 2 based on the amount of votes each house gets.
Well, you said house, so house 3 got the total number.
It did. He's right. You gotta do that again. He just did a victory dance over there. I don't know, we still have time.
You are not gonna get.
We still have time.
You're not gonna get 6,000 votes on one side and left.
This is why though. This is why it makes sense. Okay, so here's another way to look at it. I don't know if this might still come out true, but we're counting the amount of votes between 1, 2, 1, 3, and 2, 3. But then 1 got eliminated. So people who liked house number 1 over house number 2, when 1 got eliminated, their votes, hypothetically speaking, could have all switched to 2. Here's a question. Let's see. And then if this one wins this way too, then I mean, okay, so let's look at just the polls between 2 and 3. There's 2 different polls between 2 and 3, right? One of them 3-1 and one of them 2-1, right? So let's just count those and not include the ones where 1 was an option. Make sense? Following?
I guess.
Okay, so I'm not doing this to be like a
You're just trying to find a way.
No, I'm just really curious. Okay, so
really curious
2 and 3.
As in trying to win.
So it's not about winning. I love the red garage. Oh, it comes down to 200.
I still won.
So if you take the
You tried a whole second time.
No, it was not to beat you. I was not to cheat.
Still got it.
I loved house number 3. I really do. I just like house 2 a little bit better.
Okay, so if you still love it, and then I still technically won by like 3 different rounds of your cheating math.
It's not cheating math, it's addition. No, I just want to make sure that people this makes sense to everybody.
Yeah.
I said the total amount of votes that the house gets. I didn't say the percentage of the final, you know? I don't know. I'm like tripping out. No, it's not a higher percentage. On Instagram, it says that it's a lower percentage.
That's only one poll. This is all of them.
Right. So here's the final numbers between house number 2 and house number 3. House number 2 has a total, overall it has a total of 72,668. House number 3 has a total of 77,399. When you take out house number 1 as an option, we added the 2 polls together. House 2 comes out to 49,354. And house number 3 comes out to 49,562. That is a difference of, I can't do that math, 208 votes. There has been a total of 186,304 votes, and it comes down to 208 people who voted to decide the color of this house. That's how close this race was. We still have time. Don't get your hopes up.
The next morning.
We did it, you guys. We did it. Or I guess I should say you guys did it. We've officially counted every single vote. The colors of our house are on the backs of these pieces of paper. How do you feel? Nervous?
A little bit.
I'm way nervous.
You sure?
I'm sure that it won. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but
okay.
Let's do it. We're giving it to the painters. We use the Kellymore website, so we're hoping it looks
Garage door
something.
and front door.
All right, so this the body
Trim.
and actual door.
After totaling up every single vote, house number 2 got a total of 56,444 votes, and house number 3 got a total of 56,881. So the house color you guys chose is let me know, what do you guys think in the comments? Did the house come out like you thought it would? Did the house come out better? Did it come out worse? Thank you so much for all of you guys who participated. I hope this was fun for you guys, and I really honestly like the way that it came out. It's just gonna take a little bit of getting used to. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for our next Vlogmas video. Good night.